Yay. Mm. Hi. Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me, please? I hope this is clearer now. Is it clearer? Please, can you type in if it's clearer so that I would know that we are live? This is my first time of using YouTube for any type of broadcast, so I hope it's clear enough. Can you guys hear me? Yay, Laurelie, thank you so much, sis. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you guys for coming. Please, you guys should please like. I mean, you guys can just go out and just quickly like my video. It is going to be a series, but I'll be doing this maybe every weekend because I'm occupied. How you guys doing? It's been ages. I mean, I haven't come live for a while. Um Hi, Alfredo. Hi, Onyi. Thank you, people, for coming. I appreciate you guys for following me here. Because I do want to do this live, but I'm gonna break it down gradually. So just like when I, have my classes where I'm talking about stuff and I put them in slides, I had to put this in slides, right? So I think the topic says the copycat syndrome. Please, you guys should help me share so that people can come from Facebook and join us while we're live. I will really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to come in because I don't want to have to take this back. So today we're going to be talking about the copycat syndrome, right? Um, I'm going to say this, even though it's on my YouTube. It says this video is for educational purposes, scholarship, and advocacy. The Copyright Act of 1976 allows for fair use. No copyright infringement is intended. So I decided to put that out there in order to, but yeah, I want to. There's 19 of us here. Please, it has the like doing. How's the likes doing? 23 of us. Okay. My case study today is the reptile, the one who's been going on and on. So, what I've been doing recently is to study this person. Um, and the truth is that whether we like it or not, this person exists. A person like this exists in our lives. Somehow, there's one person who tries to be like you, and when they can't match up to who you are, what they do is that they start to become your number one hater. Sometimes they start stalking you. Sometimes they become obsessed over you. Sometimes they do stuff because they can't reach. They can only dream, right? And this is the case of Blessing Onjo. You understand? So, like I said, I'm going to be, because I said there I will talk about her. I'm going to break it down. It's not like Lolekia, the tuberculosis patient. It is Blessing Onjo, right? So, before I go in, I just want to make sure. Sorry, I just want to check to see. Okay, so I found this. Okay, let me put this for you guys. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. My phone is ringing. Nobody should disturb me. Who's this? Who's calling? Hello? I'll have to call you back. I'm live. Okay. So if you guys see my screen, it says the copycat. Hi, self love. Hi, Mama Moody's. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Okay. So it says the copycat. And then I decided to have a look at what a copycat is. Google tells me that a copycat is a person who copies another's behavior, dress, or ideas. Um, Denoting an action, typically a crime carried out in imitation of another. That's another definition. So now, I want you guys to understand why blessing is pained. You see, this is a woman who doesn't understand why another Nigerian or African woman, because that one has identity crisis. She doesn't know if she's Cameroonian or she's Nigerian. I don't know. One thing I've noticed about Korah haters is that a lot of them have identity crisis, right? They don't know whether they're Nigerian. One minute they're trying to be Nigerian, Cameroonian, Senegalese, I mean everything all in one, right? So this is what Cora said. Because I said, so why is it that when somebody tries to copy somebody, guys, I'm coming. Just wait. When somebody tries to copy somebody else and they can't get it, or they get pushed, they try to copy someone, or they're trying to get close to somebody, and when there's a pushback, the pushback breeds a lot of hatred. This is what a bot says. It said the person could be called a copycat critic. A copycat critic is someone who imitates or mimics another person's behaviors, ideas, or work, but then frequently criticizes or finds fault with the person and their actions. The copycat behavior suggests a lack of originality or independent thoughts, while the criticism often stems from insecurity, envy, or a desire to make themselves feel superior. This type of person can be frustrating to interact with, as their actions demonstrate a lack of authenticity and tendency towards passive aggressive or condemning behavior. Or undermining behavior. I couldn't see that. Now let me say this. Cora had her child online. Guess who came to have her child online? Blessing Unjo. Cora used to dress, Cora used to show a lot of skin when she was pregnant. Guess who tried it and looked like a lizard soaked in kerosene? Blessing Unjo. Cora tried to get her child to, children on social media, an account for her kids. Guess who tried it? Blessing Unjo. This is a pattern of mental sickness that has now. So she was trying to support Cora, but then she was caught pants down stealing her content. And when Cora tried to copy, because understand this, try her wages, she'll copyright you. And Blessing was claiming revenue from content from her because Blessing is too stupid to create hers. A pathological copycat. That's what she is. A pathological copycat. Okay. Now here I begin. This is the video of Agama having a child at home online. Why? Because Cora did it. Oh, before I get here. Hi, Sister Nana. Thank you. This is a stage of different stages of being a copycat. I'm going to show you something. Sorry. Let me show you guys something. This is um Blessing Unjust Children's page. You see, I'm not going to try and get anybody to go there, so I had to clear it. This is their page with 24 followers and 17 likes. Since Abraham told Sarah that he was not interested in laying with was it Haggai? Forgotten my Bible. But anyway, this is her own children's page. This idiotic element, this mistake of a human being, this stupid disease of a person who likes to give orders and tell people how they should be mothers. This person also opened a page, the same page that she once deleted for her child, for Cora, another person's child. This is what came out of it. So do you understand the pain? Do you understand how much somebody wants to be like another person? And when the rejection comes, you become as bitter as what you can see her exhibit. Let me go back to my other presentation. This is a woman who has a lot to say about motherhood. Many of us here are mothers. And if you know that in your heart, you can let your child crawl in an airport. I'm cringing. I have bumps. Like, guess what? I don't have an OCD or anything. I mean, I'm not one that will tell you, you know what? I'm so high. I fear infection, blah, blah, blah. No. But if you know you can let your child crawl on the disgusting floor of an airport where people are walking, please raise your hands in the chat. This is Blessing Unjust sons at different times. This is him here. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. Can you guys see my mouse? Can you guys see my mouse moving? I don't know if I can. You guys can still hear. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? I can't see comments in the chat, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. Movements of my mouth. I don't know if you guys can. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if there's any one of us here that can, hey, Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't know if there's any of us here. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake. Sorry, I was trying to put in my coffee link. Somebody sent me a message and said, do that. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Just give me a minute. Okay. I don't know if there are any. Sorry, hi guys. Okay, sorry. Hi, Nikki. So I don't think there's any one of us here that can let our child crawl in an aircraft. I don't know if there's any one of us that can let our child crawl in an airport. Now, let me tell you something. If you've ever walked, okay, it's on here. Thank you. No, this one is not it. It's the wrong one. Yeah, I let me try and delete this. Okay. So let me say this. I personally would never let my child crawl in a public place. The mop and whatever is used to clean the floor is a lot of times used to mop the toilet. So let me say this. We live in a world where people are not clean. Some people are clean, some people are not. What it means is that someone can pee, have pee under their shoe, maybe that morning stepped on his dog feces, and he will walk into the airport. But guess what? This stupid ass idiot who likes to come at someone else's motherhood, because listen to me, this here is rubbish. You come at people's motherhood while you are a disgusting pig yourself. Because why is your child crawling on a public floor where people probably have vomited, people have pee under their shoes and they're walking into the airport, people have stepped on cow dung, dog poop, cat piss, and walked into the airport because they are running to catch a flight? Your child is crawling. And let me tell you something about children. He'll put that hand in his mouth because he's a baby. This woman sits down every time to analyze everybody but her failure as a complete human goat. Komodo dragon looking as idiot. That's what you do. A total failure of a human being. A sick, demented asswipe. Every day, you are obsessed because Cora reminds you of the failures in your life. Let me go to the next page. This is who likes to Okay, can you guys still hear me? Because I mean, for a second I was kicked out of this live. Can you guys hear me? Please, if you can hear me, please say something quickly in the chat so that I know that you guys are still here. Oh my god, are you guys still here? Okay. 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 Sorry. I think they're reporting the live. It's still can you sorry, let me ask this person that just sent me a message. Okay, let me bring back the slides. Can you guys hear me? Okay, yes, you guys can hear me. Okay. So this is you who likes to talk about Coral Biddy's front line, hairline. But this is your hairline, proudly sponsored by Black Eye Pencil and Black Gel. Like literally, we can see the Black Eye Pencil there. You trying to create a make-believe front hairline. We can see where the pattern is. The pattern looks like when God parted the Red Sea. And then you want to talk about Korah's hairline. You want to talk about Korah being ugly, but this is what you look like. Chemix, the frog, literally is a handsome version of you. But you want to talk about how a person looks. Listen, when people sit down to analyze people's facial structure, you don't have a right to be there. Don't have that conversation. You are a walking, disgusting, ugly dustbin. Yes. You are an ugly duckling. You have a face that even a mother couldn't give a fuck about. That's the kind of face that's the kind of face that you have. A face that even a mother will say, God, what have I done for you to reward me with such an ugly creature? You are giving you look like the connection or the inbreeding between an agama lizard, a chameleon, and a bush baby. That's what you look like. You look like your mother didn't give you no milk. Hi, Janice Boo Boo. Janice, I'm sure you would like to see this. Let me show you. So this is Blessing that likes to talk about Korah's motherhood. This is her child crawling in a public airport, crawling in the airplane. And this is the day her child crawled when she went for an event, crawled in the event in the conference room, and eventually got missing. I'm getting there. This child got missing. She started to look for the child, right? So I'm coming. I'm coming. I'll come back here when I start playing videos of her stupid narration. Now, some time ago, which is like last year, somebody contacted me on Facebook on my accounts that was deleted. Thank God I screenshotted this. The person said, I know Blessing Unja one-on-one. Her elder sister is my friend, and we all grew up in Mafoluku Oshodi. Look at where you even grew up. You grew up in the dustbin of Lagos. That is literally where you were born. Like you are bottom barrel. You left from bottom barrel to bottom barrel abroad. You were homeless just because you needed to escape your poverty, your reality that is stuck with you. Her mom was a maid who snatched Madame's husband. Madame had no child. She bore 6 kids. Blessing is her mom's 3rd child. Mr. Unjo has many kids with other women. His first child was mixed, Rita Unjo. Her marriage is broken because of infidelity from her. My friend is Elizabeth, and she also had a broken marriage and suffering now. She practically eats from hands to mouth. Blessing is the only married one in the family. Her 4 sisters are not in any marriage as we speak. One of her sisters, named Gloria, got pregnant for a white man, thinking he was going to marry her. And my response was, really? Wow. That was my response. Sorry, people on Facebook are asking for the link. Let me just quickly see if I can get the link. Please, please, can somebody help me send the link to my WhatsApp? Sis, sis, please, if you can send it to my WhatsApp, please, I can share it to people. They are looking for the link. Okay. Now, I don't know if this story is true or false, but listen to me. With my experience with damaged goods in people, listen, many of us don't have the best growing up stories. For example, I was sexually abused. But you see, one thing I didn't do is become a bitter person. If people who know me outside of Facebook will tell you that I'm one of the most cheerful people you meet in your life. I'm happy. I spread love. I spread positivity. I know that. I mean, outside of this whole brouhaha on Facebook, people who know me will tell you, right? But guess what? I made sure that I removed myself from any type of bitterness. So you see, when I see people like Blessing, I realize that they have so much baggage in their life and refused to shake them off. Because if you've got love in your life, you cannot sit down every day and be zooming in on the vagina of another woman. I've told you that your hatred is either because your husband was caught. This is my opinion. It's either you caught your husband in the toilet wanking to a Cora because he knows your waist is as stiff as a steering wheel without steering, with a steering rack issue. And maybe that's why you hate her so much. Or because she reminds you of everything you wanted to achieve in your life that you couldn't. Because even as an engineer, Cora still get money past you. Even though you say, in quotes, that you're an engineer, she's still better than you. You live with a man that cannot look at you. Many years, I shared that video with Janice. If you hear the way Blessing's husband was telling her off on a YouTube video, you will cry. I've been married longer than Blessing. Blessing is older than me. I have 12 years experience in this thing called marriage. Thank you, sis. I have 12 years experience in this thing called marriage. But let me tell you something. My husband can never, ever speak to me that way. Especially when he knows there's a camera in front of me. I don't know what kind of men women decide to end up with. But you end up with men like that because you are a useless disaster. Because you know that no right thinking man with prospects will look at you 2 times and have any form of respect for you. Or wasn't it you who they said had to wait for a jailbird because nobody thought you worthy? Is it not you? It's you. It's you. Sorry, let me just post this link for. Thank you, sis. God bless you. Let me post this link to people on Facebook. You're asking for the link. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Wasn't it you? Your husband has no regard for you. That man seems to be excited only when he's away from you. And you wonder why? You wonder why? Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy with yourself? Sorry, let me paste this for her. This is you. Blessing. Hi, Celestine. Thank you for coming. Blessing. This is your mother looking like an uncle. Because the chats went on to talk about how her parents are suffering, right? And I wouldn't doubt it. This is in fact, you like to video Coral Biddy's feet. But if I check very well, let me see if I can zoom this picture. Oh, sorry. This is I don't know whose feet it is, but man, even Moses, after trekking to the promised land, his feet would not be so disgusting looking. Your mother looks like an uncle, but every time you are talking about Papa Obidi, Literally, if I see your mother on the road, I will say good evening, sir. Because, bitch, that's not how women look. That's not how, and which is why somehow I'm beginning to believe some of the things that they said. Because, I mean, if you look at the message that I was sent, if you see the message that I was sent, you will see that it might be true. Because why are you dressing so poorly? Like, what in the name of coats is this? This is not a suit, by the way. It is a coat. It was made by a tailor who was drunk. With your belt looking like, I can't even call you Girl's Guide or Brownie. Looking like the people who are asked to guard mad people. Every day you come live. You talk about a man above your pay grade. At least, Cora is the only one who is divorced. And she got divorced. And she's doing well. We can't take the same for your family members. Blessing. We can't. What does your sister do for a living? What does your brother do for a living? You were insulting Cora's elder sister, making videos of her feet. Meanwhile, what the sister does as a side hustle, she's a pharmacist, by the way, is what your sister is struggling to do. Never have you tried to boost your sister's business. If you, God forbid, that my sister will have a business that I will not boost, and I will keep it online and be responding to a woman who would never speak to me, insulting Cora, when my sister has a business that needs survival. Like, the business is in a comatose state. But you come on social media acting all bougie like you're classy. Bitch, a pig is a pig. If you like, put that pig in white pearls. You're a pig. Bottom barrel nonsense. Bottom barrel. You are disgusting. And I don't hope that you heal. I sincerely don't hope that the pain that you feel inside of you, that you heal from it. I pray runs you mad until you are so mad in your life that you see, when I see you, I know that there's something called you are what they say that when the gods want to kill, they make mad. You are mad. Even I, who loves to give a good water, I take a break and step back and, look around, study. Every day you want to come on live with your butt. Do you know that you have something about you that, see, let me tell you something, you are hated. Including, even the Justin Dean fans don't send you. They only like you because you are doing the bidding of their master. You are a boring goat. You are not interesting to listen to. There are people on this place who hate Cora that I can even decide to listen to if I want to listen to. Even though they are stupid. They have this thing about them that when you listen, you want to listen again. You are a boring piece of shit. You, a vulture who thinks itself a peacock. The day God was sharing common sense, you put an umbrella up to make sure it doesn't touch you. You are empty. You are dragging a woman who is over 7 times your junior. 7 years your junior. Every day, that must be a level of low that I've never seen in my life. Listen, call me a classist or classicist. Call me egocentric, arrogant. I can never exchange or banter words with anybody that I'm 5 years older than. I can never do it. I'm sorry. If I find out your age, I'm not going to do a back and forth with you. I'm not even going to sit down and analyze your progress or failures, whatever. I cannot. I have too much self-worth to do it. Too much self-control to do that. But you see, you are shameless. Let me tell you something. Now you have left Cora. You are now dragging Ruth. You've dragged Nurse Glory. People above your pay grade. People living the life that you wish. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how I know that you're in a bad marriage. Because I believe you're in a bad marriage. Let me say this. I'm married. You see my movement on social media. I go out sometimes because I have a family. I sit back, be with my family, do the things in my life that I need to do. Where is your husband? Does he press you sometimes? Are you horny, bitch? Why are you into Papa Obidi's penis, Cheta's penis, Nancy's breast, Cora's vagina? Tell that man to please oil that wretched, wrecked waist of yours. Hi, Mama Iris. Beg him. Ask him. You are horny. We see that you have the only fulfillment you get in your entire life is when you come on social media. You are inconsequential. You do not matter in the scheme of things. You don't matter in your home front. You fail at everything, including being a mother. One time, Cora was the God that you saw. So when I see you, I understand that it looks like a government. When you can't reach the president might become bad when they don't talk to you. You are a salty, sore loser. And that is where you will remain. Behind Cora. You will talk behind her. You will speak behind her. You will never take a flight ticket from the Netherlands to look for her, even though you know her address is public, because you're a coward, bitch. You can only talk on social media and that's it. You do not matter in the scheme of things. You know, you have a man who doesn't even care about you, but you want to talk about other people. This is your mother's cutting. I swear. I went to the university in 2005/2006. I graduated in 2011. My cutting in my accommodation in school wasn't this filthy. You can see the poorly cheap fabric. The mother looked for everything that could be props and told herself, oh, let's use an empty fridge. So you see, she tried to copy and she couldn't. And when she couldn't copy, she became a hater. For those who are just coming, I'm just going to refresh it just a little bit before I start playing some audios here. I talked about a copycat, a person who likes to copy people's behavior, dress, or ideas. And I talked about the fact that Blessing of Joy is a pathological copycat. What she does, she has tried to give birth online. It didn't boost as much. It didn't bang as much as blah, blah, blah. 3 years, you're still stuck in 3.5 million. I thought people loved you too, and I bet you it's you that keeps going to watch it. Because who wants to watch an ugly thing with stinking, smelly, looking, malnourished, anorexic, God forgive me, kwashoko looking body give birth? Who wants to see it? Nobody. Irritating dog. That's what you are. Komodo looking ass bitch. Anyway, the person should be called a copycat critic. I asked why she pained. So I asked a bot on Quora. I said, why is it that when somebody tries to be like you and they can't be like you, sometimes they start to become haters? And the bot answered this question. It says that person could be called a copycat. A copycat critic. A copycat critic is someone who imitates or mimics another person's behavior, ideas, or work, but then frequently criticize or find fault with that person and their actions. There was a time that Blessing Unja was coming out with her pregnancy to twerk. The only thing is that God so kind, he made Cora look like a goddess in pregnancy. Blessing was looking like a thing that was created by the devil itself. A mistake to creation. Now, all due respect to women who change during pregnancy, please, this sub is not for you. It is for that ugly. You know, sometimes God particularly lets people look like diseases just to punish you. Now, the copycat behavior suggests a lack of originality. She's never original. Never. Oh, it's a blessing on your hair again. Like a goat, like somebody who's on a spectrum. Suggests a lack of originality or independent thoughts. While the criticism often stems from insecurity, she's insecure. She doesn't even have her own man. Nico Black, I'm doing a recap for people who are just coming in. Welcome, sis. She doesn't even have her own man to look. Do you know the live video that Janice, do you remember that live video? I sent it to you. This guy could not even look at his wife. Let me tell you. I say this as somebody who is married. Listen, my husband is a lover boy. When I got married to him, he was really, I mean, if you know the Igbo men are not so romantic, right? They just bring their money and think that's about romance. He learned romance. Yeah. When he looks at me, when we go for, if we go come to your wedding, trust me, we're still in the show because we can't even keep our hands off each other. Sometimes I want to do stuff and my husband just wants to wrap me and I can't even do it. You were with a man who the video was almost 2 hours or more and he couldn't look at you once in your eyes. Very disrespectful, very dismissive. And I said, that's what you married. And then you have the nerve to look at a person who walked away from a bad situation and think you're better than her because you're married to a man who doesn't look at you. Bitch, shut up. You are a cum bucket to a man who doesn't like you. When he's with people, he's so excited. If you've seen videos of this man, when he's with other people, he will understand what I mean by she is just a cum bucket to a degenerated idiot. That's the honest truth. Now, this is the video I talked about where Blessing was giving birth online. Just like Cora did. Then I talked about her wanting to talk about people's motherhood. Oh, you're a bad mother. You're a bad mother. Look at you. You did this. So your children, you did not. Every time the children say they're hungry, but look at what you're doing to your child. Your child is crawling in an airport on the floor. Pig. There's no, do you know, every time I get back here, I'm disgusted all over again. How can you let your child? I can't, listen, if I come to your house, and I mean no disrespect, I'm not saying your house is dirty, but until I can understand what goes on in your house, my child is not crawling on your floor. I will hold you, strap you in my back, strap you in front of me. You are not crawling. And if you do, I would hold that hand and take you for a wash because I know children are vulnerable. Sometimes, or children do things, they can be careless, not throw it into their mouth. But no, this child went from crawling to the on the airport ground. This is somebody's leg, by the way. This leg here by the bag is someone's leg. Someone who might have stepped on dog poop. Someone who might have put his feet near cat piece. Somebody who maybe that morning saying his pregnant wife vomited on his shoes. Someone who probably steps on their child's poo-poo. So a place that could have been mopped with the same mop stick that was used to mop the toilet that had pee on it. She let her child crawl. And when that wasn't enough, she let her child crawl on the aircraft. An aircraft that you do not know whether it's whatever vacuum or whatever was used to vacuum somebody's sanitary pad, used condom, somebody's what am I, maybe a dead animal or a dead rat or a dead wall gecko or something that could be dangerous. This child is crawling back and forth in the airport. This is the day her child got missing. I'm going to play an audio for you. Let me tell them to get me a speaker. Hold on. Oh, we know the outside. Let me highlight this. Sorry, I'm just getting used to this app. So, but I'm sure that, please, speaker. Let me see. We know the outside of her home was filthy for a few years. Her so-called backyard renovation showed a junkyard of a backyard. Of course. And they come online and be like, classy. Bitch, shut up. You were a homeless idiot who depended on a government to either keep you or throw you like the piece of trash that you are. Please, you can come in. Who expected the government to throw you like the piece of trash that you are coming? Evening, how are you?
Enter to Bluetooth.
Let me play something. I need to quickly play this because I want you guys to understand how this woman's uselessness is brand new every day. I think I screenshotted.
Bluetooth connected.
Okay. Let me get the link. Please help me resend that link of when the child got missing, please. Thank you. Please, if you can, help me do it. Let me. And then she who likes to call people illiterates, I'm going to play her husband. I'm sure you already know what her husband sounds like, but you're about to be tortured tonight. Okay, so I found it. Guys, please, I'm going to torture you guys. Iris, I have never seen anything like this, but I want to get where the minutes, because I screenshotted it.
I asked the barman if he had seen my child, because while we were there, the van would crawl around and I would let him crawl, and some of them played with.
Let me play it again.
He was naughty, he was just all over the place. So I decided to go to a corner, like a place where there were not too many people and where I could.
So let me explain something. This woman went to an event with a toddler in a place where she knows nobody. She didn't have a nanny. Her husband didn't deem it fit to follow her. And she left her child to go to the corner. And she didn't find the child again.
Videos. So I was just there recording videos of the event on my phone, and Divine was more or less beside me, but I had put him on another chair. So I got up. I wanted to move forward to get a better view. So I thought it would be wise to barricade him. So I put 4 chairs together, like I put 4 chairs against each other and placed the vine in the middle of those chairs. And I made him watch cartoons on my other phone. So I think I moved about 3 steps ahead of where the vine was sitting. I could still see him. And every now and then I would glance back to see if he was still okay, if he was still seated, if he was still quiet and watching his cartoons.
Oh, sorry, guys.
And along the line,
I want to say this. In all of this child is crawling around that conference hall. A conference hall that you do not know how it was cleaned, if it was even cleaned properly. She didn't check. She allowed the child crawl. A lazy dimwit. You can't hold your child.
I think for a split second, I got carried away by what was happening at the event, and I didn't look back. And when I eventually did, the vine was gone. So I looked under the chairs, I looked around, and the vine was nowhere to be seen. And that was when I panicked. Then I started to look, I started to walk all over the place, like looking under all the...
These idiots calls Cora a bad mom. A thing to say about people's motherhood. But you lost your child, a toddler, a place where they could have been serial killers, child rapists. If you're somebody who watches crime like I do, you will know that all it takes is 1 second. Just think and open your eyes and your child is gone. This one went to make videos and lost her child. But Cora is the bad mother. Cora is a bad mother. You see why when people say, oh, when people come to write me, I mean, if you're somebody who comes to write me with some of the things that people do on social media, you see that I'm not very bothered, because for you to be able to talk about a person and I can listen, you have to be living or leading a model life. You cannot so eat even the oxygen that you are meant to breathe and come and tell me about being good or being bad. When you are bad to yourself, you cannot be looking like you're modeling for hunger. You cannot be looking like you are the caricature of a stick. You cannot be looking like a Komodo dragon, looking like the creature in Ben 10. Reptile looking at idiots. Commits the frog caricature. And you want to come and talk to me about somebody's looks? Or you can't be a mother who lets her child crawl in the airport and think that I, for example, will take you seriously when you call another person a hypocrite, because I know that there's so much, that speck in your eye wouldn't give you the ability to reason like a human being, for you to be able to think properly. This woman, when you go to her children's page, you see them in diaper, even here. This woman made a fuss about the only reason why I can boldly do this is because she did it to those children. I mean, I'm not showing his face. I can say also she didn't show his face. She didn't show the Athena's face. But when you bring in children for your dirty games, you're a pig. You are a dirty human being. You lost your child. But every time, sorry, please hold on. I need to. Sorry, guys. I needed to address the situation. That is the type of mother that she is. A disgusting element. Now, I want you guys to know this is episode 1. We are not yet entering the deep thing. I'm not even dragging her yet. I promise you. So let me continue. Okay. So we talked about her always talking about her mother, talking about her hairline, Cora's hairline. But this is Cora. See the distance between your hairline and your forehead. You needed to use black eye pencil to go across the forehead because do you know what you look like? My God. You look like a scene from Dracula. Look at your uniform. I told you that it was not an angel or God that created you because God don't do crazy. Where in the world is your tie looking like you are Ninja Turtle? Why does your tie look this confused? Is it thinking of whether to grow larger? Why is it so muscular? You have to tie nylon to get a shape that all Cora has to do is breathe to have. You look like you are on several spectrums of retardation. Like you are, I feel sorry for you, Blessing. Your life must be sad. You must be going through it. The airport is one of the most filthiest. Let me highlight this. The airport is one of the most filthiest places, and I'm sure he put his hand in his mouth after this. You know, kids, they will. They will. A pig. She's a pig. God, I can't even think about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. My skin is crawling just watching it. I think they're reporting. I think they're reporting my live. Can you guys still hear me? Why you guys always threaten? You follow me everywhere to report my live video. Why are you doing that? So far, she put her son in between chairs for. Yes. I'm so sorry, guys. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Because I'm getting to the juicy part of this whole conversation. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So basically, you who has something to say about people's motherhoods, leave her child to crawl on one of the filthiest places on earth. But you want to talk about Cora? Shut up. You want to stay on social media and call people illiterate. You call self-love and illiterate. So let's have a conversation with your husband, right? Anyway, he said marginalized. Every time she would be cussing. Cora has destroyed the children. She will destroy them. The ones you have not destroyed, are they as smart as Cora's children? Blessing, ask yourself this question. The ones you claim you have not destroyed, are they as smart as Athena and June? Look very well. Think about it. You know the truth. You know the truth. You are a pathetic idiot. The time where you should, do you know, I do feel sorry for I mean people like you. I would literally, if I was a gene pool guard, I'll make sure you don't breed. Because the bitterness from you stems from these things that they said about your mother allegedly. You know, you like to bestow rape on people. Because if you think about it, let's think about this. So from the I got this letter. Let me put the letter that I got and analyze that letter very quickly. Sorry. Let me put this letter and analyze this letter. For those who didn't see it, this is it. It says, I know Blessing on Joe one-on-one. Her elder sister is my friend. Now, look at where they say her mom was a maid who snatched the madam's husband. Now, I want to say this. This is what somebody said to me. So I'm going to be using allegedly here, right? So if this was the case, I want you to know that in a dynamic of boss and maid, that man raped this woman. And that's the truth. If it is true that her father slept with his maid who became her mother, it is sexual abuse. The dynamic does not allow for consensual sex. Now, for people who don't know this, rape is the penetration of an orifice without consent. Now, without consent, meaning that it means sleeping with a child, sleeping with somebody who is mentally incapacitated, like somebody who is drunk, someone who is maybe who can't make decisions for themselves, maybe like people who have deformities or special needs. There's a path that talks about abuse of authority in sexual abuse. Let me see if I can bring that out. I don't know. Sorry, for those who use StreamYards. Okay, I would have shared my screen. Let me share my screen. Share screen. I don't know how to do it though. Let me see. I want to do a Google search. Can I do a Google search from here? Let me see. Can you guys still hear me? Sorry, hold on. Rape. Meaning. Okay, let me see if I can. I'm trying to see if I can show you guys what they say about rape. Okay, yes, I found it. So, can you guys see it? Please, can you guys see it clearly? Because I want us to read it together. Okay, so let me read it from my phone. I don't know if you guys can see it very clearly. Well, it's talking about rape. Can't see it. Is I don't know how to. So I'm so sorry. I don't know how to use. I don't know how to use this very well. I'm just learning today. But I'll read it. I'll read it for you guys. Hold on. I'll read it for you guys. So Wikipedia says that rape is a type of sexual assault involving sexual intercourse or any forms of sexual penetration carried out against the person without their consent. This act may be carried out by physical force. Let me see. I don't know why I can't share it. Decide to be able to see content. It says the act may be carried out by physical force, coercion, abuse of authority, or against a person who is incapable of giving valid consent, such as one who is unconscious, incapacitated, has an intellectual disability, or is below the age of consent. Now, if this was said, if this is what was done to Blessing's mom, you can understand why Blessing is projecting. I mean, if what was said here, if what was said is true, they said her madam was. If this is not why Blessing projects on Papa Obidi what her father really is, because why would a man sleep with his maid? In this house, I have 2 helps. Thank you, Holy Mary. Thank you. Please, you guys should please like. And I have my coffee link just in case anybody wants to buy me a coffee. I will appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. So if her father slept with her mother when the mother was a maid, he's a rapist. I didn't say it. Google did. Meaning that when you're an employer, you don't sleep with your employee. It is abuse of authority, and under the law, it can be argued that she did it because she was afraid for her life. She was afraid for her situation. Madam had no child and she bore 6 kids. Blessing is her mom's 3rd child. Mr. Unjo has many kids with other women. As in a community penis indeed. But think about the man that you talk about. Had 4 children and that's it. No external forces in every part of the world, with every race involved. Such a cheerful giver, a community toilet pro max, a man that puts his ding ding in everything that exists. But yet you will project on a man who doesn't even know your name. At least none of his children has ever been homeless anywhere. I saw you putting up pictures of Iba Estate, but you were born in Mapoluku. The projection from you is mind-blowing, disturbing, disgusting. I have never seen a person who likes to project on other people like you. According to what they are saying here, you are the only one that is married. And that's because the person thinks he's doing you a favor. They say your sister cannot even eat. Your sister can't eat, but you're raising funds for Justin Dean. Talk about misplaced priorities. Guys, I love Cora to death. Oh, I love Nancy. But let me tell you, nothing on this earth can ever make me put them above my siblings. Nothing. I'm sorry. Nothing on earth can ever make me put put Cora and Nancy above my family. But it doesn't stop me from fighting for them. But that my family will be hungry. And then I would now be raising money for Cora when my own family is hungry. That day has not come. I will be damned for that day to come. You see, that's her mother. I'm sorry, it looks like a bros. Every time I see this picture, it looks like an uncle. An uncle. This is somebody who likes to come after people's looks. But look at how your mother is dressed. Let me tell you, your mother and my mother probably would have been age mates, right? Or maybe she's older. I mean, she has really big children like you. If I bring my mother's throwback picture, can't see her dressed like this. God, I beg. What is going on? Like, was the party that bad? What is this? Enough for you to use. Sorry, let me hide this comment. Oh, sorry, hide. Enough for you to use empty fridge as props. Like empty fridge. I'm not joking. Empty fridge. Empty fridge. You who your life is a disaster. Your entire world is a joke. You like to talk about people. I thought it was a you see, I said it. You see, I said it. Someone just said it now. I thought it was a man because she looks like a man. She doesn't look like a woman. Look at the cheap fabric. Look at the cotton behind you. Look at the stick, as in, oh my God. Do you know that the tiles on the floor, I wouldn't put it in my bathroom. I swear. The tiles on that floor, I wouldn't even throw it in my bathroom. How much more put it in my sitting room? This is how her father's recent birthday picture stinks of poverty. Like, this is somebody who has a thing to say about people's parents. When yours look like experiments for Amweba. Blessing Unjo. Have you ever thought of dedicating your brain to science? Have you ever thought that maybe I am so useless in life? I can actually help scientists discover how human beings walk around with a brain of nothingness. Be useful for once in your life. Seeing that they say your parents are hungry right now. Your parents are hungry right now, but you're on social media raising funds for a man that claims he earns $300 per hour. Can't you see that your priorities are misplaced? Can't you see that your stupidity? You are a sick person. Blessing, you know what? I know that I've been insulting you, but take this from me. Come out of the closet. I promise you, there are people who will embrace you. Because I don't even think you'll be appealing to lesbians, but you know what? Let's just try. You might come out of the closet. Your obsession is mind-blowing. I feel sorry for you. I know that it must really. Don't mind her. I saw a post of her somewhere dragging Cora for growing up in Festac. She claimed that post that Cora and her family grew off government charity. It's a lie. There's nothing. I was born in Festac. Festac was built by the whites. You cannot live in Festac. In fact, let me tell you, at the time I grew up in Festac, if you grew up in Festac, you're a big man's child. Yes. Because it means you grew up almost I grew up in a good home. Most of the houses in Festac are duplexes. One asks people. You had swings and parks. It's not now that Tinubu have finished destroying Lagos. This is someone who grew up in Mapoluku. I wish I could post a picture, but on my episode 2, I will. So I can show you the slum that this idiot grew in and had the nerve to talk about another person. Which is why I tell you that this person envies Cora and is angry that Cora is everything that she couldn't achieve. And I said to you, even as an engineer, Cora still makes more money than you would ever make in your miserable life. You like to talk about people's illiteracy. Some time ago, you called self-love an illiterate. So wait, I'm going to say something for you. If you guys are here, can you guys please send me that link, please? I think I sent it to somebody. Let me see. Yeah. No. This is someone else. Hold on. Okay, I found him. Hear this. Hear this. Please.
If you're married, come to the front.
If you're married, If you're married.
At the back. Okay. I want to talk to the married people today. I want to do one illustration.
The man said he wants to do some illustration. He now said illo. I think Blessing has been warning him because you know he was the one that said marginalized. Let me hear it again.
I want to talk to the married people today. I want to do one illustration.
Okay, sir.
I'm saying marriage is like chewing gum. Yes, chewing gum, if you know what I mean, chewing gum.
So apparently he says his marriage is like chewing gum. Okay.
You know, when you put chewing gum in your mouth, you start chewing it. At that moment you put it in your mouth and start chewing, you start enjoying the flavor, enjoying the sweetness. After some period of time, you will see say
after some period of
the
time,
flavor don't they disappear, they faint, you know. The sweetness will not be there anymore. But the funny part of it be say you find out you continue chewing that chewing gum. You continue chewing
it. Poor man.
Maybe if you chew it the whole.
Guys, we need to tell this man to blink if he's okay. We need to ask this man to blink if he's all right. Because I don't think this man's good. I'm sorry. I don't think so. I think he's been through a lot. I think he's going through it. I think so. I'm sorry, but I think so.
Sometimes it can be consciously or unconsciously.
Did you hear that? Consciously or what? Unconsciously. This is Blessing's husband. This is a woman who likes to come on social media and call people illiterate, but she lays in her bed with one who can't even express himself.
You might not even notice anymore that you're still chewing the chewing gum. Sometimes your mind will reflect back again that you're chewing it, then you continue chewing without a taste. After the taste might have gone, you continue chewing the chewing gum.
Oh, this man is going through a lot. Laura says his marriage is like chewing gum, not mine. I'm telling you. He is talking from experience. You know, let men talk. Maybe that's what he says. Let men talk. So the sweetness is gone, according to him, and now he's chewing endlessly, but fears to now reflect on the former sweetness and still just be chewing. This is somebody's husband.
You might be chewing it for so many reasons. Maybe for reason of you just want your mind to be moving, you want to stay awake, depending on the situation or the condition.
Yeah.
Or you just feel like you want to be chewing something. So as marriage, you know, in the beginning, when you are married, it will be so sweet. Everything, you know, you do your honeymoon, you know. And later, maybe you start having children. You find out that the sweetness of that marriage will start disappearing. Not much communication anymore.
You see, why this man is coming out in parables and saying his truth. His wife is on social media eating the ass of a woman who don't want her. You see, because trust me, if my husband, I'm telling you, you heard it for me, right? For so many reasons. If my husband, if I catch a video of my husband like this, I'm gonna, because I love my husband so much, right? I'm gonna sit him down and say, what's going on? Is everything okay with us? Because I would want to hear it, right? But no, she's occupied. She's sucking on Caucasian balls that are not even big enough. Maybe are not even as big as her husband's, but okay, in chorus, so that's massive, baby. Of course, my darling.
There's no much communication anymore. There's no, that flavor in that marriage will start venting away.
Venting away. That flavor in that marriage will start what? Venting away. Somebody should hit this man's head with dictionary, please. Put a dictionary inside of his head. This is Blessing Unja, the classy woman's husband. My husband doesn't speak like this, thankfully. I couldn't even look at you if you speak like this. I'm so sorry. Call it classicist. My children have to learn pristine English. And right, I am their first point of call. I am my husband. My husband can't speak like this. Yet you wonder why. Okay.
In that marriage, you start venting away.
Venting away.
Or you still be in that marriage because you are committed to it, because you know the value of marriage. It can be the reason because of your children, or the reason because of religion, or maybe tradition, or family issues, family members, or one reason or the other. You're dedicated, maybe. But that sweetness, that flavor, that enjoyment part of it might not be there. But you continue being in it. So just like the chewing gum you're chewing. So you can still be there, maybe consciously or even unconsciously.
Unconsciously. Please, we have new vocabulary.
Whenever maybe your life is gone or whatever, or you die or whatever, But what am I saying? So those who doesn't know the value of marriage, that think that the sweetness of marriage is forever, sometimes it might not be forever. You just have to be in it. So you just flip when one thing or the other just happens. They don't divorce. They don't separate.
Please, can we pray for this man? He's going through a lot. He's going through a lot. I feel sorry for him. Because he has carried a that his mother warned him about. Oh my God. Literally, to this man, marriage is like chewing gum. Oh. Hey, please, you guys should please pray for this man. He's going through a lot. He's going through a lot. We need to pray for him. But in everything, I'm going to say this. I'm going to have to end this live video soon. I want you guys to know that Blessing is a copycat who is pained. A copycat. Now, this thing on your screen is her children's page. Let me hide this. Her children's page is on 17 likes and 24 followers. Think about where June and Athena are and see why this woman is so pained and wants another person's child to leave the internet because she can't get her children's page to blossom. Just like she's a dead weight everywhere. She has this thing about her that is unlikable. She's somebody that I bet you nobody likes her. They just tolerate her. She's disgusting. There's a video that I'm going to look for. I'm going to work hard to look for that video. It's a video of her and her husband that I need you guys to see. And then you see the disconnect. The next time I come here, I'm going to talk about what family content is about. It's going to be still on copycats. And also we're going to talk about why Blessing, the hatred in her heart, the pain in her heart that makes her go after women who don't go after her and hides it under analysis. This is a damaged goods, a battered person. Understand that everything that Blessing ever says is a reflection of her reality. Blessing will mock somebody. She's the exact thing. She was mocking Precious. We found out she was homeless. A lying piece of shit that said she was Cameroonian just to get into a country and seek for asylum like the dog that she is. Everything. Sorry. Somebody sent me a message. I need to see. Please, you guys should please, we are 86, if you're 86 here, please, people should please like this video so that we can match the number of viewers. We're 84 now. Please like so that we can match the video, please. I beg you. Please. And my coffee link is there. Please buy me a coffee if you can. I will appreciate it. Thank you. Let me put it again. Okay, I've put it, but I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to use this. Don't know how to use I just told my husband. Wait, I need to show this. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. Let me put it up. Let me put this up. It says, I just told my husband that what this man said about marriage. He said, so that means he has to spit it out. Exactly. Exactly. Because at the end of the day, you don't chew gum all day. You spit it out at some point, or stick it to the wall, or stick it somewhere where you do not in sight. You guys are, I don't know where that. Sorry, sir. I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. Please blink 10 times if you need help so that we can help you ASAP. But at the end of the day, please, you guys, please like this video. Please, 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 I'm begging. Please like my video. I think at the end of the day, I'm just going to say this. Exactly. Ends up at the bottom of someone's shoe. At the end of the day, I'm just going to say this. Blessing is reflecting and projecting her reality on other people. When she calls Cora a bad mom, she is the bad mom. And I've shown you. She wanted to be a Cora. She has followed, tried her best, tried to imitate, because she's not original. Her brain is stuck. And still, she's not still making it. So I'm going to say this. No, not unconsciously. Yes, he said unconsciously. Unconsciously. That's what he said. Please, if you want to like the video, all you need to do is go out a bit, put a like button there, and then come back in. Because you have to go out to like just exit the like video and put a like button there. Ejo, please. Thank you. Please, you guys should like so I can match the number. But yeah, this man never learned his lessons from last time. He's going to keep talking because he can't stop. And I'm sure Blessing is begging him, but he don't care. There are so many videos that I saved that if you hear this man, you will cry. You'll be like, what are you talking about? Empty concom. But that's who she married. I mean, that's her cross to bear. It's not my genes he has. I mean, it's not my genes that's been passed down. It's his genes. So you see, Blessing is a walking catastrophe. And I don't feel sorry for her. I hope that whatever pain inside her heart compresses that heart so that she can keep being evil until she's found out. You know, Sabi speak English, your self-love. And so when people like that call you an illiterate, they are projecting what she hears every morning. Imagine hearing this kind of bad English every day. Huh? So you see, my friends and my sisters, Blessing remains bottom barrel trash bandit. I'm going to do an episode 2 where I dive into other things that regard Blessing and family content. The fact that she's going after other content creators right now for some visibility. I literally had to send a message to Nurse Glory not to give her the time of day. I don't know if Nurse Glory saw it, but I hope she did. She's looking, she likes to feed off the crumbs of people's table because she has no originality in her. No originality whatsoever. She likes to feed the things that drop off people's table. Tell Blessing cannot create her own content. She must use other people's content to create content. If she's not trying to act like a low-budget MTV-based newscaster, she'll be going for low-budget pageants. Like, this is her reality. She's a low-down dirty bitch. She can't help herself. So, guys, I'm gonna leave and love you guys. We're going to do episode 2. I'm going to prepare the slides for episode 2 because this Blessing's own. I said it's going to be a production. We'll be analyzing how mad people. You can't analyze her with people that have sense. You see, I didn't put any of Cora's pictures here because Cora has sense. Cora is beautiful. Cora is slim, gorgeous. I mean, slim, thick. You see that board on Cora? Can you see Cora's round shapes? Like when God was creating Cora, God was saying, bring the mold, bring it, bring it, bring it. Huh? So, guys, we're going to see this weekend. I'm going to prepare stuff and we'll be doing it here because, before you know it, they'll copyright you. So, I know she'll come and report this one. She will try to report. And I will use your talking points to appeal it. Guys, I'm going to love you and leave you guys. Love you people. Thank you guys so much for joining, for sticking with me. Please, we're 82. Please help me like and love this video. Okay, guys? Love you. Thank you. For everybody who bought me a coffee, I can't see, but I am hearing that people are sending in coffees. Thank you so much. I'll call out names on my next broadcast. Okay? Love you guys. Love you.